Hello and welcome to Autodesk Maya 2013. My name is Todd Palomar and I will be your host throughout these movies. And the purpose of this first video is to introduce you to Maya and to myself so that you can get just a little bit of acquainted with what we're about to go through and take a look at how to find help when you need to. So first, this is Maya 2013. It is the latest release of Maya. And all of the videos that are contained here are taken from the perspective that the viewer has never worked in Maya before. We'll start the training series by looking at the interface and then of course gradually get deeper and deeper into the tools. We will show, of course, a lot of the new features of Maya 2013. But some of them we will not. The reasoning behind that is some of those features are a little too advanced, and it's going to take quite a bit before you can really grasp and understand what those features are and why you would use them. A lot of the new features that they did add are related to exchanging files back and forth, as well as some new file formats. So we're just going to kind of be focusing on the core functionality of Maya and not really exporting back and forth so much to other packages such as 3ds Max or even Autodesk Mudbox. Now we're also not going to show how to perfect any one particular skill, but rather expose you to a variety of skills. And those skills would be modeling, texturing, animating. We're going to kind of cover all of that and not sit too long on any one particular subject. Now, throughout this, you're encouraged to use the Maya help. Now, you can get to the help documentation by just pressing F1 or function 1 on the keyboard. So I pressed F1, and shortly after that, we get the Maya documentation. The Maya documentation is not meant to really tell you how to do something. Instead, it tells you what the tool or specific menu does. Now, you will find some step-by-step instructions on tool usage throughout the documentation, but again, its purpose is to familiarize you with the tool and not really give you step-by-step instructions based upon what it is you're working on. So you still have to kind of make an inference of how that will go through. So when you enter into the documentation, the first section to look here is under the user guide and go to the basics. This will give you a good starting place for just learning about the Maya environment. And you can see it just starts off there with the Maya interface, how to select an object, viewing a scene, transforming, etc. This is kind of a great place just to start, and you can just continually hit the plus sign here, which will narrow down the menus until you get to the actual page, and you'll see that little page icon there. Then you can click on that and it will expose the documentation, and then you can read and find the answers that you're looking for. Now, above that is also very handy for the what's new. But of course, if you're new to Maya, none of this is really going to make that much of a difference since everything is new already. And then above there, we have the Learning Maya section, and Maya does include some tutorials that you can go through, as well as some additional links to other resources for learning about Maya. Now, other than the contents, we have the index, which is great if you know exactly what it is you're looking for, and you can even type in a keyword to find where it's located inside of the index here. If you have a phrase or perhaps a sentence, several words, you can choose the search option, okay, and type that in here and search throughout. Now you can narrow that search by opening the drop-down menu here and either choose your documentation, which is what we looked at there in the contents, or some other area within Maya. Now, the last section there is for favorites, and we're going to come back to that in just one second. I'm going to go back to contents and then come over here, and across the top, we have a set of icons there. Now, the very first icon is to show in contents. So for instance, I'm on the Working in Maya page. Now that's currently highlighted, but if we were to move forward, and we can use our arrow keys here to go through the documentation, and we'll skip a couple of pages. And now I come to Selection, Tools, and Actions. If I want to see where this is actually located within the contents menus themselves, I would choose that first icon. And I click that, and now that is automatically exposed there for us. The next is where we can add to favorites. So let's go back to our favorites menu, and let's say I want to keep this page just so I can always reference it when I need to. We can choose the star to add to favorites, and it will add that page to my favorites so that I can just go to that very, very quickly whenever I need to. The next icon just brings me back to the home page, and let's click back to where we were. And then you have share, and then of course our arrow keys. And if we go to our contents, the back arrow, of course, will just take you back a page, and of course the other arrow takes us forward pages. Then we have the one in the middle will take us up to the next topic, okay, or the next topic heading. So for instance, we're below here. If I go up, it's going to go to menu items. So I'll just choose that. And now I'm at the top level of that section. If we click it again, it'll take me to Maya interface, the next top section, so on and so forth. And we'll just close that down. Now, you can also reach the help documentation and other helpful tools by clicking on the help menu, and right at the top there, that will get you to Maya Help, and you can see the shortcut on the keyboard is F1, so either one will get you there pretty quickly. That concludes our introduction to Maya 2013.